family, and welcome back to Raising the Vibe. I know it's been quite a while since I've come on to share information with you, and I'm very thrilled to be back again, and I'm glad that you're able to join me. I ask, as always, that you subscribe to the channel, that you smash the like button for this video, and if you want to be made aware of when I post additional videos, hit the notification bell. What I'd like to talk with you about today is messenger RNA shots. This is a very timely topic. It's a somewhat complicated topic, but as always, I've taken notes, done the research, and I'm going to make it as uncomplicated as possible. I just want to lay out the straight facts because I think it's critical for people to understand what this shot really is and to be able to make informed decisions about whether or not this shot is something that they should take. So first off, directly from the website of the Centers for Disease Control, we see that messenger RNA shots called mRNA shots are a new type of shot that haven't previously been used. So let's talk about what traditional shots targeted to eliminate diseases such as polio, mumps, measles, that sort of thing, how they work. Traditionally, those shots would include a weakened or dead, inactive form of the virus or disease being targeted, and it would be injected into the human body, and the human body would recognize that foreign substance and begin making antibodies to defend against that substance. And the complaints that people had about traditional shots really were more so centered around the other things that were included in those shots, such as excess mercury, formaldehyde, aborted fetal cells, things of that nature. But what is different, what we have to recognize, is that the mRNA shot works in a totally different manner. What that shot contains is instructions that are put into our cells and that instruct our cells to make a certain protein that the body then begins to develop antibodies for. So a little more specifically, the virus at hand is a strand of RNA that is surrounded by 4 different proteins. And one of those proteins is a spike protein. So the mRNA shot instructs our cells to make this spike protein, and then the theory goes the body will produce antibodies to fight off that protein, and down the road, if you're exposed to the virus, then those antibodies kick in to protect you. There are a couple things that are of concern. Number one is the method that is used to inject the shot. They're actually using 3 needles, and the 2 needles on the outside are actually electrodes that shock open the gates or portals on the cell so that the material in the 3rd needle can go directly into the cells very quickly. And then what, of course, is in the 3rd needle is the messenger RNA that's going to instruct your cells to make this spike protein. Some people call the mRNA in the 3rd needle software. It's reported that Moderna calls it the software of life. And indeed, one expert describes the shot like this. He said it's like a USB device, the mRNA, that is inserted into a computer, which is your body. And the shot doesn't impact the hard drive of the computer, but it runs a certain program. That expert is Tal, T-A-L Brosh, the head of the infectious disease unit at a hospital in Israel. Now, one thing that's key to note is that proteins are involved in very many bodily processes, from the encoding that expresses your eye color to our hormones to building and repairing muscles, tissues, and bones. Our bodies use protein to make sure things remain in balance and are working. So, at least for me, that raises a number of concerns about. Number one, the shot is genetically altering your body by having your body make proteins that it doesn't normally make, using instructions to make it in a way that it doesn't normally do. So, you're getting non-human instructions to make non-human proteins. And in my mind, that means that people who get the RNA shot are genetically modified organisms. Now the humans themselves are becoming GMOs, not just the food they're eating or whatever. Another big concern is that once the instructions are in your body, there's no way to get them out. You can't suck them out or anything. They begin circulating throughout the body and traveling to the various cells and telling it to do what it is that these instructions want the cells to do, namely create the spike protein. What if they start having your body create other types of things or proteins beyond the spike protein? What if it causes your body to begin attacking other proteins, making antibodies against them and attacking other proteins that we actually need for various bodily functions, such as, our hormones? That's a really big concern for me as well. Now, those in favor of the shot, of course, say that our cells break down the instructions and get rid of them after making the spike protein. But what if it doesn't happen that way? There's, again, no way to go back in and get those instructions out. They're not located in a central location. They are designed to travel throughout the body to your various cells. So I will point out before I close that neither Pfizer nor Moderna nor any other manufacturer is going to be held liable. In fact, they cannot be held liable in America for any death, damage, or destruction that may be caused by these shots. The federal government took care of that a long time ago, back in 1986, when it established the National Vaccine Injury Compensation Program, a system that's set up in a federal court where people who believe they have been harmed by some of these shots have to go through first before you can even consider getting to a courtroom. So I guess the key points that I would want to bring out are that the mRNA shots do not work in the same manner that typical shots that people have been taking, for decades work. And it's important for you to understand how they work, what's involved with them, so that you can really be inspired to do some more research yourself and to make an informed decision about whether or not to take the shot. I know that a lot of people are thinking, I'm just tired of the virus and the restrictions and everything that comes with it, and once we do that, everything's going to go back to normal. I personally doubt that anything can ever go back to the way it used to be, because so many things no longer exist and have changed. We will move forward, but we will never go back to what used to be. But at the end of the day, family, just choose wisely. And I wish you good results from whatever choice you make. And I hope you found this video helpful. And as always, I look forward to seeing you again next time. Thank you.